This is my response to Tiffany, and I can tell you right now, if I was there with you guys right now, I would make Michael not only get you a pizza for what he made you endure, but on top of that, I'd force him to give you a manicure and a pedicure and anything else you ever wanted. However, since I can't do any of that, I can do something else. I can torture him with a ton of questions. Let's see if he's brave enough to answer any of these. Okay. Now, when we take a look at the video, what material is the shower curtain made of? Okay. How long is that shower curtain? All right. And when you're talking about the floor, is that floor carpeted or is it tile? And if it is tile or if it is carpet, what color is it? Never answered. Okay. How big are the rings holding the shower curtain up? And is that bar that's holding up that shower curtain permanently attached to the wall, or is it just kind of like suction cupped or something like that? That's never answered. Okay. How big is the bathtub? What color is the bathtub? How much water can the bathtub hold? Never answered. What about the shower head? Does it have like multiple settings for different types of people, or does it just have the one setting where it just sprays you all over the place? Never answered. Okay. Now then, you're looking under a door. How big is the door and what is it made of? And what color is the door? Okay. Now, obviously there's a little space between the bottom of the door and the floor. How much space is that? Is it like a millimeter? Is it like a few centimeters? What kind of space is it? As for the camera you're using, what type of camera are you using? Are you using a digital camera? Are you using a camcorder? What are you using? And if so, are you using a tripod? You know, they got those little tiny tripods that you can stick that thing onto, or are you just holding it with your bare hands? Never answered. Okay. Let's see. Alright, you laid some money underneath the door. How much money was it? Okay. Now we see a cabinet in the video. What is the cabinet made of? How big is the door to the cabinet? What's inside the cabinet? You never talk about that. Now that cabinet is underneath a sink. Okay. Now the sink has a basin. Alright, how much water does that basin hold? Never told. Is there a mirror above the basin? Is that mirror a part of a medicine cabinet? If so, what's in the medicine cabinet? Never told. Okay. Alright. How many lumens is that light bulb in that room illuminating? Okay. How many lumens is it using? How many watts is the light bulb? What kind of a ceiling fixture do you have in the room? And more importantly, is that just like attached to the ceiling, or maybe there's you never answered any of that. Okay. All right. Do you even know what a lumen is, or watts? Do you know either one? I don't know that. All right. And what kind of a fixture is attached to the light bulb? Okay. Because you know you usually have a cover so you don't get shined out by the light bulb itself. Okay. Alright, continuing on here, I saw a roll of toilet tissue. What brand is it? How much toilet tissue was on the roll at the time of the filming? You never say. Alright. Now, since Tiffany, you have graciously allowed Michael to videotape all this, then I have some questions for you as well. How long is your hair? Is that your natural color, or do you dye your hair? Okay. And what kind of hair care products do you use in your hair? Never answered. Okay. Alright. What material was used to make your pants, your shirt, and even the little sweater you were wearing? Never answered. What's the denier of all those fabrics? Never answered. Were you wearing shoes in the time of the video? If so, what kind? Never answered. Are you in your bare feet? Never answered. Okay. Are you wearing any makeup in this video? Again, never answered. All right, Tiffany, how old are you? All right. Now, what skincare products do you use on your arms and legs? They looked rather smooth to me. Or do you just shave? Never answered. All right, and where were you going to buy pizza? Were you going to like Domino's? Were you going to like Pizza Hut? Were you just going to go to the store and buy a DiGiorno pizza? Never answered. Well, let's see if you're brave enough to answer any of these questions. And I know what's going to happen here. Some people are going to watch this video and get a good laugh out of it. Others are going to leave me some of the most nasty comments in the world. Let me tell you something. You keep leaving me those nasty comments, I'll just erase them. And if they're too nasty, I'll just block you. So, I'm anticipating all this. But I'd like to see if you guys are really bold and brave enough to answer any of these questions. It'd be kind of interesting to see the answers. All right. Well, I'll tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.